Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another session of our Astral Avenue Magdalena Blues. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by all of our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hey, now is your opportunity.
Hello, everybody.
Yo.
Hi.
Howdy, howdy.
And we are unfortunately down an Oblate, but, well, Oblate does what Oblate does, and we'll see what happens to him this time. Maybe it's different than the last times. To be continued. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about what happened last time before we get into what's happening this time. Without further ado. Last time, with Ethel and Malcolm actually smooth talking their way out of this one, you were all released and even had an appointment with Jonathan Asner himself, but high up in this Sunside complex, with a warning from the boss here in this warehouse about she said, you had to peace bond your weapons and to avoid R&D. It had been out of business recently and kind of shut down, so just avoid it. Well, getting to the stairs, which went on for some time upwards, in which you could hear sounds of the city life through some of the doors leading out. And of course, you couldn't help but ignore the warning that you were given about the research and development area. You headed right on in, seeing there was some sort of ooze substance oozing from the doors here, and opening up, heading in after a quick break and fix of a lock. You saw the destruction of this place, why it was probably shut down. Large glass tubes filled with blood, fluid, bodies of some such, as well as bodies around the ground, all bleeding out of their heads. The place seemed to have been abandoned some time ago. And you also couldn't help notice several odd subjects within these tubes. Well, the ooze did what the ooze does. And surprise, some of it gathered together and swirled in unearthly movements and attacked. Odd and trippy sensations after Tobias cut it with his scimitar, splitting it into multiple pieces to attack. You eventually did take down these ooze substances, or at least the animated portions of it. And afterwards, of course, Malcolm couldn't help but pull a lever nearby as everyone was searching around the place. All of the remaining tubes fleshed out their subjects, and a winged dog in one of these was alive. Simply called Good Boy emerged, while the bodies within the other tubes lie on the floor, fluids kind of spilled out within, as well as blood and whatever this kind of placenta-like fluid. But that's what we're going to pick up. You guys are in the lab, and you certainly did see what is on the slab. We're picking up. As you guys are actually going into it, Ethel, as you're kind of looking over this heart, seeing this, it's almost draconic in form, but it has some sort of plant-like matter kind of affixed to it.
Okay.
It's still beating slightly. Kind of out of the corner of your eye, you see Oblate shift and form over, like you've seen so many times, that rotting vine substance. A vine stretches out of his hand and grabs the heart and just kind of pulls it in and just absorbs into his hand.
What?
A light smile comes over his viney face.
No, Blade, that's bad. Bad.
It's probably not healthy.
I don't think you should be doing that, Oblate. You don't know where that's been.
It's probably not been properly prepared.
He doesn't.
You're taking weirder and weirder.
Doesn't seem unbothered.
Talk to him again?
Yeah.
Last time it was weird, but it's getting weirder every time.
I mean, you could ask him why he wanted the heart this time. Now he's starting to
Yeah.
collect things. This is...
That's new. That's a new thing. I haven't seen him put things inside of his body before.
Yeah, at least he didn't try to collect the brain, too.
As someone
Alright.
who's been with y'all a short period of time and has already seen this quite a bit, I agree. This is worrisome.
It's becoming a problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you
I'm
want to
gonna-
talk to him? Is this?
I mean,
it-
we should
is it
check
Oblate?
in.
Can
It's
we
not.
ask?
It's not Oblate. We know that,
Okay.
but I don't know what this guy's doing. What he's up to. All right, I'm gonna use my little acorn
Okay.
necklace. Hey, I'm gonna get over close. I'm not gonna get right next to him. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
closer to him. Hey, guy,
Face kind of looks down towards you.
what you doing with that heart you just put in there?
A little rustle and gurgle of rotten leaves and vines within him. Almost subtly whispers, you can kind of hear it upon the rustling. Eating.
Do you have to do that?
It does not respond.
Could you not? Well, okay. Good talk. I'll tell them. He said he was eating. Guess he's hungry.
Hey, Malcolm, there's levers over here. Point to
Yes.
Who points at these livers?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask the good boy. That was my one note from last session. Ask the good boy what the other 3 levers do before I pulled him this time.
I think they amplify something. I don't know, though. I wasn't paying too much attention.
Something is pretty vague.
I'll pet him. Thanks, good boy.
I am a good
Any
boy.
idea how to open this door?
Usually they just turn the handle and it opens.
Oh, it's one of those doors.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go check the door for any sort of traps or see if it's locked. Check the handle.
Absolutely. Give me an investigation
Oh,
check.
I'm so good at these guys. That was not supposed to be rolled with advantage.
You're good. I'll take the first one. A 13. Seems good. It
Check to
looks like there is a little bit of vine matter over the handles, but it's kind of like... Actually, the ooze matter, not vine matter. Ooze matter over the handles to like... It kind of... You'll probably need to scrape that off. Seems like someone ran to it at one point and it was blood smeared along the front as they...
Good old classic.
Yeah.
Scrape that off with my knife, my dagger.
Yeah, easily done.
Cool. Check, see if it's locked.
It doesn't appear so.
Cool. Open the door.
All right, the door opens to a small hallway, about 10 feet wide. No destruction here. Nice carpet laid down, like a runner. Even lit. Has lanterns in those kind of like glass balls.
Mm-hmm.
With like little bits of like candle burning pretty brightly. And what looks like next to each of them is a large mirror, like floor to ceiling mirror. Ceiling in here is about 10 feet.
This is very...
There is a door at the end of the way. Looks just like the one that you just opened.
Right. This looks very sketchy. Guys, this looks like a giant trap of some sort. But it could just be mirrors. I'm gonna send my buddy... Create a time ghost. Send my buddy the time ghost through the hallway.
As your time ghost starts to apparate, or actually they start... Where are you apparating them?
Well, I'll start here, like right in front of me.
Sure.
And then I will send it along the walk.
Yeah, as you start, it starts to walk in, like the time ghost does. And then it just quickly and rapidly fades away towards one of the mirrors.
Yep. Mirrors are trapped. Looks like it ate one of the time ghosts.
Uh-huh.
That's not good.
Yeah.
So probably don't go in there then.
But we gotta get to the other side.
Do we?
I mean, can't we just go back the way we came?
But the real treasure's at the end of the hallway.
The real treasure is the friends we
is
made
not-
along the way.
It's not getting murdered by the hallway mirrors.
And there.
Can I just take like something off his desk, like a box or something, and
Sure.
chuck it down the hallway?
Absolutely. You take like a little messed up box and just chuck it down the hall. It goes rattling down the hall.
Doesn't get
Okay.
absorbed into the mirrors?
No.
Well, it could just be magic that these things absorb, you know?
Interesting. Yeah. Could be. Aethel, you're a big strong guy. Angel, semigod, demigod. I haven't quite learned. But just out of curiosity, just because I'm, mirrors and things. I don't know why, but I'm having like a strange recollection about a mirror. Something. Anyhow, can you help chuck this body down the hallway?
That is gross.
This body?
Body.
No, there's a body right here.
There's a body
in front
right
of the
next
door.
to it.
See,
That body.
it was trying to claw for the doorway to get through, so
I can try, but
I'll help you. I'm pretty
Mhm.
strong.
We're really going to throw dead bodies now.
We'll say there is also a giant, a much larger dead body wrapped in cloth and all wet right next to the one of the ones that spilled out, as well as that large bear body. Bear ferret. The barret?
there wasn't anything else over here. There was just the heart, and now the heart's been eaten.
Correct.
Correct.
And there was the big eye.
Yeah, and
It
the eye is
left,
missing.
Or no, it's
Yeah,
it's
it's
missing. That's what it was.
Right. So let's let's try just toss the body right in front of this mirror here and see what happens.
Okay, I can try and help you with that.
Y'all
I'll
gonna
assist-
do like a one.
Yeah,
2, 3?
heave. 1, 2.
Okay.
Heave on, dude.
I'll say you can throw the body a good 5 or so
You can throw it in
feet.
front of a
Yeah.
mirror.
Yeah, as you kind of toss this body, it's a dwarven body. Part of it, it's not been dead for rigor mortis has definitely set in, but it's you toss it in front of the mirror, nothing happens. Now there's a dead body in the hall.
Okay, that's still okay. All right.
Well,
You
we're
are
not
going to
dead
wash your
bodies.
hands after that. No?
You see me like rubbing them on my pants. Yeah, of course. Okay.
Good boy is gonna go to like one of the bodies and just start licking it.
Mm,
Ah.
we should-
Oh.
Good boy. Hey, come over here. Who's a good boy?
No, I am.
Yeah. Come along. Stay with me. I'll pet you.
Okay.
Can I find something like really fairly small, like a coin or just like anything that's like handheld?
Yeah.
I'd like to cast light on it
Okay.
and then toss it in and see if anything happens to the thing that has magic on it.
You cast light on a coin or something.
Just on something.
Yeah, and toss it in the hall. Nothing happens.
Basically, toss it to whichever mirror that sucked in the ghost.
Yeah, it just ate my ghost, which technically I think is
Nothing happened.
hmm.
Well, it seems safe.
Kind of looking at the mirrors. I got a bad feeling about this.
Perhaps it's
Don't worry, Tobias, you got this. I'll put a hand on
triggerable.
his shoulder and give him some bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
What
Go
if
on.
I try to?
I'm
What
sure
if I
it's
try to fire bolts down there and see what happens towards the mirrors?
I don't think it absorbs magic. I don't know why. This makes me very uncomfortable, and I just
maybe it only absorbs halflings.
Right.
Oh, we didn't consider that.
I would say you would notice, you can't quite read it from here, but there is some writing, like little plaques on each of the mirrors.
Can't read it though.
Still a little too small for where we're at.
Yeah.
But each of them has one.
Yeah.
If I can get next to the mirror without like getting my reflection, can I read the first one? Like if I move up close but not in front.
Sure. Give me a stealth check trying to not look in the mirror, not get in the mirror's reflection.
Yeah.
There was a 23. You kind of sneak towards that first mirror trying to read the plaque. It would read gonna love this one.
Mm-hmm.
Astral Avenue.
That's what it says?
That's what it says.
Huh.
Astral Avenue. I had to make sure which one it was. First one says Astral Avenue on it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But that wouldn't mean anything to our characters, would it? Have we heard that?
Dr. Jellybean's
Yeah.
heard it before, and Malcolm has.
Didn't they say something about that on the Frizzling Cube?
Did they?
Yeah.
Can I does Tobias tell us this?
I remember. So I guess Tobias remembers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, would you tell us that it says
That's what it says.
Yes, I'll tell you. It says Astral Avenue.
All right.
It would be
Like from the Frizzling
the
Cube.
Astral Avenue.
The Astral Avenue.
Astral Avenue.
Oh, so it's a place. Or a thing.
Or some sort of magical highway conduit. What did that doctor say? Remember the one
The
that
avenue or the mirror?
the avenue itself. That's where we're at with the Frizzling Cube when it imploded. Right.
Yeah.
It was just a planet, though.
Huh.
I'm gonna go in front of the mirror.
But before we go that far,
He's already in the
Before
mirror.
you put it.
all right.
Okay.
Too late.
Keep
Tobias,
going, levers.
you go in front of the mirror. Are you looking in the mirror?
I want to look at the light. And
Okay.
Oh no, you never do that. Don't go towards the light.
No, I have an idea. So
Which
I don't know
light?
if this is going to help at all, but I'm going to use my shiny magenta sunsaw and see if I can look.
Try and look at the
back.
reflection of a reflection.
Yes.
Okay.
He's got to check the back of his haircut.
Give me a perception check. I'm going to say disadvantage using a... Well, actually, just give me a perception check. Using
Yeah,
your blade to peer into it.
Pretty good.
Getting a 19. I would say it's a little blurred. You can't quite make out full form of what it is, but you would see multiple people standing in the mirror. And a light.
Okay. All right. People in the mirror.
But it
Got
would be kind of well, it's hard to see color through your blade, which is purple.
right.
Well, they're all purple.
They're all purple.
Purple people.
All right. I'm gonna put my scimitar down, not look, and I'm gonna try to read the inscription on this mirror.
Okay.
I understand. I have a really bad feeling about mirrors. I feel like something really bad happened about it forever ago, but I can't remember what. Stealth check.
Yeah, give me a stealth check if you're not wanting to look at it.
Oh dear. Okay.
My bardic, if you want to use it.
Yeah, I really do. It's a D8, right?
Yep.
Give me that sweet D8.
That's 7. That's pretty good.
I'll take it.
Okay. So, this one, sneaking up to it, not looking into the mirror itself. I want to make sure I'm getting this right, because I don't want to lie to you. No one likes a liar.
Don't you
Right.
do it. Don't you lie to us.
Subject M0DER.
Motor?
M0.
Yeah, motor.
Murder?
Not murder.
That's what my brain.
Motor.
Murder.
The German word for mother, but with a.
Okay, this one says M-0-DER.
Subject.
Is that from the? Is that from the
Subject.
Frizzling Cube too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. This is
You can both give me intelligence checks for Tobias and Dr. Jellybean. This is something from forever ago.
This sounds like a very specific adventure that we were not on.
yeah.
I have no recollection of what they're talking
Had
about.
to be there.
I barely know who you all are.
That makes sense. We've known each other for.
You remember it was something that was contained, utilizing the Frizzling Cube.
Right.
Mm.
Right, right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing with this mirror. Keep my back to it.
You're not
and-
not looking at it. Okay.
Yeah. Mirrors freak me out. And again, use my scimitar to try to look at the mirror through my scimitar.
Give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to tell. Looking through your sword.
So something in there, but don't know what. Okay. At that point, I'm gonna try to read the last inscription without.
Man, I'm just having flashbacks to 13 Ghosts.
Right. All right.
Creeping up. Yeah, you nat 20 it. Looking at the mirror. Or not looking at the mirror. Reading the inscription. This one would say the Astral Avenue as well.
All right. This one says the Astral Avenue as well. Okay.
It's weird
Okay.
that it has extra parts to it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna do the same thing as before and try to look through the mirror with my blade.
Okay. Be so much easier just to look.
It would, but
It would be, which is why I'm about to do it for this one.
Okay.
there's specific reasons.
13,
Mirrors-
you're unsure what you
Right.
see in there.
In that case, I will go to the door.
You're at a
I didn't
door.
look. I did not look into the mirrors, but that's what they say.
They say don't look in mirrors.
No, just I don't know why. I have this feeling like something bad happened with the mirror a long time ago.
Are the candles the only thing illuminating this
Yeah.
hallway?
Well, there's a coin
Yeah,
down
there's
there.
a coin with light on it that I cast.
Yeah.
through.
All right.
Is it a
Get
gold
it, buddy.
coin?
Let's say if we
No,
Is
it was probably whatever I grabbed off the ground.
if we 86 those candles, there wouldn't be reflection.
Turns out it's a
So-
button.
That is, in fact, how mirrors work.
Yeah. I'm gonna check the store for traps.
Okay. Give me an investigation
I'm
check.
going to look at my reflection,
All right. Ethel, as you look
but
at your
like over
reflection-
here against the wall.
Yeah, as you
Just
kind
in
of
case.
stand up against the
Give us some
wall,
space. But
looking at the mirror. Give me a perception check.
okey-doke.
Your passive's already pretty good.
My passive is pretty okay, but I don't mind rolling. And I'll get my passive.
Great. With a 17, kind of looking into the mirror, you would see you. But
But no other people.
but it's not you. You don't look like the way you do now. You would see a form of yourself with many devilish wings and a crown upon your head, clad in dark armor.
You looked in the mirror, buddy. What did you see?
Well, I don't see multiple people.
As you kind of think about it,
Okay.
Behind
I'm
them.
thinking,
and you're looking at this behind them, as you say, I don't see multiple people. it kind of starts, the vision starts fanning out, and you do see a wide variety of you.
Ah. Interesting.
Multiple versions.
There seems to be a lot of me's in the mirror.
That's
Well, isn't that how mirrors work?
Typically, there'd only be one me in the mirror.
Not unless there were a lot of mirrors, though.
I mean, I just thought it would have that weird reflection type
Right.
thing, but
Could be a fun house.
That's true. But I'm also not wearing the same outfit. And I might be a demon in that one.
That's a special mirror.
I was
maybe-
going to immediately turn away from the mirrors. See.
Do I seem
Tobias,
menacing or
maybe
anything
if
in the
you
mirror?
look-
Like I'm angry or like
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
different expressions, different garb. Even one of them, like, you're like super short. Another one, you're like really muscular and like not wearing a shirt. Like, they're all different. Very different.
Tobias, maybe if you look in the mirror, you'll learn something about yourself.
No, I've learned enough.
Okay.
Or maybe all of these mirror me's / yous / everybody's are the things that come when you summon time ghosts. And it had to go back when it went
Maybe
to...
those are your time ghosts, Aethel.
Maybe.
You have time ghosts now too?
Maybe I can just see them. And they
Right,
might not
in
be
the-
ghosts. Ghosts
In
might
the
be
mirror.
a misnomer.
I've got to see this.
Okay.
Are you theorizing that time ghosts are actual entities being summoned from another plane and just live in purgatory until they're called forth?
I'm assuming they actually are from another plane and they live a whole life and then get summoned to here.
That's
They're like,
And then-
terrifying.
this
we
shit
should never
again.
use time ghosts again.
I think they go home.
I mean, you've returned from similar events,
That's right.
Malcolm's gonna write this in his notebook, like needing
You-
to press the Federation for outlawing time ghosts. This is exactly what happened.
Oh, time ghosts.
Yeah.
It's probably already actually. They did speak to someone about that. The professor, and he said that.
Yeah, he said basically what I said.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, thinking that might be more proof.
Oh no. This
It's,
has got to be against the Geneva Conventions or something.
no, it's fine.
I don't know. Can you force another version of you, like, to do something? Is that considered like indentured servitude? Because you're you.
Right.
You've
Be
consented.
yourself.
Well,
Right.
there's never another. They always look different. I've noticed that, depending on our situation.
By calling a different version of you forth, is that both granting and receiving consent?
Because
Well-
you
You're right.
The
are the
first
one who
Oh.
gave.
Wait, what now?
Here's some ethics for the chat.
That's
This conversation is making my head hurt.
I'm gonna let Louise like get in front of me. I'm gonna press up against the wall.
Okay.
Like I'm just gonna get ready to grab him if anything happens, and also see if it shows both reflections.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm curious about too.
It does indeed show both reflections, but
Oh.
Louise would be standing in front, but it would be
Yeah.
shorter, buzz cut hair, just wearing like rags. Louise, as you look further, there's actually just it kind of splits, and there's multiple versions of you, all different, but that one is at the forefront.
Yeah, it was like,
Oh
but
my-
one seems to be in the front for both of us.
Yeah,
So I see his demon persona.
yeah, right behind you in the reflection, but then it kind of it fans out to multiple reflections.
You know, my time ghost does not have a fashion sense at all. But Aethel, that is just not a different set of armor. You're a full-blown, like, demon person.
I said I might be.
That's,
They could be
Yeah.
aesthetic. It could be fake.
Right.
So what happens if you look at this mirror? Have you looked at that one yet?
No, I'm going one at a time.
This Tobias is just kind of looking in the corner of the door.
And
Looking
also
at
we
the
were
door.
talking about
I'm
time
hyper
ghosts.
focused at the door.
How they shouldn't be called time ghosts.
Mhm.
I like to think of them as time ghosts. That's what we discussed. That's an appropriate name.
It makes you feel better.
Yeah,
Step here
exactly.
and basically like turn.
Yeah, as you
That,
go on.
does that mean a time ghost could summon you to their plane?
You think that's happened?
Yeah, he disappeared a couple of times. He didn't remember where he went, but he came back though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So apparently we can call each other when we need each other. The other me was really smart and a wizard, apparently.
Well, all right.
That's all I know. They didn't.
So when I step out, I assume Louise only sees himself,
Correct.
and then basically up against this wall, but I can't actually get there because it's the center.
I gotcha. As
But I'll
you're
center with this mirror.
looking at the second mirror in the hallway, it's somehow the mirror is slightly darkened inside of it, the reflection. And you do see yourselves in the mirror as you look at it, but kind of like behind it, the light's not on in the mirror. There's all sorts of just pulsating, ruined growth. Like rotting trees. And it's just this, you can kind of see a horizon as you look at it, but it's just this blasted, destroyed, and at the same time thriving landscape of kind of reminds you of what Oblate looks like right now.
I was literally gonna ask, I'm like, is this just Oblate stuff?
Don't like this mirror. Nope.
That's a.
But you look like
bad
you.
We look like Oblate?
No,
or we
you look
normal?
you look normal.
But we just see like the background of the mirror is
Yeah.
that ruined growth. Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't look like the room at all.
Okay, I was gonna say, does it look like the hallway has been turned into this, or
No.
just... Okay. Because
I'm
like so
stepping-
far, yeah.
Oh,
Look
no,
at all
no,
the
Dr.
other versions of
Jellybean.
you.
You're
Wonder
not
if they're
leaving me in
all
here with Oblate.
hamsters. What if they're all sorts of other creatures?
I want to see my time ghosts.
Hey, should we call Good Boy in here before Oblate like takes his heart or something?
Oh,
Probably.
fair
He's,
point.
He's following along, like, I'm still here.
Come on. I wonder what Good Boy sees when he looks in the mirror too.
Ooh.
he's arguably a monster. He might try to eat us.
Well, who Oblate's a good
I
boy.
was gonna say I'm not convinced it's not that green
Yes.
guy.
I would say if you want to spend time looking at each of you, Dr. Jellybean. Actually, Dr. Jellybean, you can give me an Arcana check. Maybe step in and look at the
Yeah,
mirrors.
I also want to not just see what's in the mirror, but
But
also try to
think
figure
about
out
the mirror.
Mhm.
figure out what's going
Gotcha.
on here. Arcana.
But your first version of yourself that you would see as you look at it, 22, pretty good. It would be a gnome.
Oh, hey,
got
that's me.
like a leather jacket on.
Oh, cool. Oh.
Kind of like a punk
It's
haircut.
the cool me.
Oh, I'm cool.
Wearing like a steampunk monocle.
Oh, you're really cool.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man. How do I?
There's one of those
Wait a
those
minute.
that.
those little mini top hat fascinator.
Tiny topic.
Yeah.
Dr. Jellybean's like, we gotta find a tailor after this.
I
Yeah.
gotta
Like,
go.
I have a whole new look to kill.
Yeah, I got a new wardrobe.
I look so cool.
Not a regular doctor. I'm a cool doctor.
Yep.
Might not be a doctor in
Nah,
that
man,
version.
maybe not. Wow. Okay. She's
Wait,
cool.
technically, aren't you? You're not a doctor in this time either,
I'm
right?
all right. Thank you,
It's-
Tobias.
That is
You're
true.
welcome.
But there would be multiple versions kind of splitting. They're all different. Most of them gnomes.
What?
Most of them.
What are the ones that are not gnomes?
Different animal like versions. There's a lizard one,
Neat.
different. I can't think of any other animals right now. My mind goes to ferret because I was just thinking about the ferret bear. But
There's a ferret
Sure.
one. There's
Yeah.
a bear one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking a rhino. There's a rhino.
yeah, why not?
Interesting.
Oh,
A
that's cool.
giraffe one.
I almost said giraffe. I was like, ooh, a
Those long
giraffe,
necks.
and it's like randomly bigger than
Yeah,
all the others. So.
What do I know about the mirrors?
but based on what you've seen from the previous findings of the material, this looks like refined star metal.
Star metal. Oh.
All of the mirrors. They all seem to be made of star metal.
Like the frames or the actual.
The actual mirror.
The
Like a
actual
thin sheet of
black
star metal.
part.
Yeah.
Like if you were to have like a polished silver or something.
Yeah. But still kind of takes on that glass-like form.
If I were to ritually cast detect magic in here, could I be able to tell what type of magic?
Absolutely, you can spend 10 minutes on here.
Dr. Jellybean, we do have, a little bit of a time window here.
Yeah, you're
We're being
right.
expected.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And we
All
already
right.
did waste some time earlier, so
You're right.
Tobias is messing with the door the whole time while they're talking and messing with the ghost, not looking at the mirrors at all.
The door's unlocked.
Okay, in that case, I'll open it.
Okay.
Oh, of course you will.
Yeah.
What do we do? We open them.
Fair enough.
Sometimes we close them. Or
Notably,
we leave them closed.
Gross Vine Oblate is not coming into this hallway.
Yeah, he'll get sucked into the motor dimension. Like his time ghost got sucked into the time ghost dimension.
Exactly.
Right.
You're picking it up. But as Tobias opens the door at the end of the hallway, it leads to a large-ass room filled with, looks to be some machines in some of the corners. Long room. 2 metal gateways on either side. Some device kind of set up in the center made of metal with like some sort of double helix-like formation behind it. Chains and machinations like all over the ceiling, kind of dangling from it. Steam, or something like steam, coming from some of these machines. And all throughout are these grooves with this light glow coming from them. Almost like indentations that go down about 5 or 10 feet. You're not sure how deep. But there are some metal or some wood platforms to go over it. And there's tracks going all through these grooves. This is a big room.
This is where the weapons around here.
I can bring
Is
you
it
guys.
lit?
It is very well lit.
Okay. I was just curious.
I'll go ahead and show the people watching the map for this.
Aethel, I think I found your room.
Well, no, I don't live here. So I don't have any rooms.
Well, it's all machinery and stuff, like your wings. Wait, isn't that your...
Well, my wings are like living metal because they're part of me. They're
Just for
not
my
a
notes,
machine. Like
What did the inscription on the last mirror say?
The Astral Avenue.
yeah, they're both
The
the
first
Astral
and last.
Avenue as well is what we were told.
Yep.
So when
No
we
one's
go-
looked at it yet, but yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say when we're going past it, or like
Yeah, I am gonna look.
yeah,
the only one.
I'm
As-
looking too.
You look past it, you see yourself, you see the hallway, but it's all sorts of like rainbow shifting colors within this mirror, all shifting and moving. Even your own form seems to kind of twist a little bit, as if you're looking in like a funhouse mirror almost. But the colors is like just a rainbow of colors in this mirror. And that mirror.
I wonder if the mirrors are basically banishing things to their home dimensions. Which would also be why we didn't move anywhere. because we belong here.
Mhm.
Could be very true.
And also might be why he's not following us. This is his home dimension.
Malcolm's not going to look into the mirrors as the others did.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, there's this cool room in here.
It's a giant
got-
room.
It's a giant room. It's got
It's-
tracks and stuff, guys.
Yep.
This is really neat.
Got tracks that lead into a gate, and as you can see, this is a. It's a
Yeah,
bit.
massive.
It's a massive room.
It's a very big train set.
A lot. Yeah, kind of. There's some weird architectural device-like thing in the center of the room. There is a gate, which is up a couple of stairs, in the looks like a hallway to the north, and you would even see across the way another door on the other side of whatever this device is.
And this is stairs, you said?
Yeah, there's stairs going up. That is darkened because the lights don't, goes around corners.
Yeah.
Wow, this is.
Yeah.
Will someone want to play with the machine? There's probably a lever over there, Malcolm.
There's a push button.
That's
the
like a lever.
Yeah, that's what's in the
It
front.
goes this way instead of this way.
Yeah, I'm less intrigued.
I'm sorry.
Are these like inlaid in the ground?
Yeah, so they're going down. It's like the wood floor here has been broken away, and there's this like looking into the grooves. There's this glass-like substance under it, and there's these weird kind of like arcane circles in different spots all around the room.
Yeah, at these little turning points mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Will you guys check the machine? Do you want me to check the gate or the door?
Well,
There's got to be treasure.
there's two gates. There's one there and one across the way.
You want to look.
There's
at
a
this one,
door here and there's a door here.
but not go anywhere.
I'm gonna
And
go.
maybe don't touch any of this stuff.
All right, let's not touch that stuff, and I'll go check this door up to the north.
I would walk on these.
Yeah, I will as well.
Yeah. Walking across
Well-
the wooden slats that are laid there for purposes of climbing over so you don't have to jump every time. Tobias goes running across the room.
Yes, he does.
Can I try to just like look around and try to figure out what the heck is going on in here?
Give me an Arcana check.
I'd like to come over here and look at this.
Okay.
I'm gonna tentatively put a step on, like a foot on this, because I don't know
Yeah.
if it'll hold my weight.
It does. Yeah, you're good. With a 12, Dr. Jellybean, you're not entirely sure, but it probably has something to do with the solar stuff.
That makes sense.
Uh-huh. This might be where.
The magic happens.
Tobias, this is a large, heavy iron door. Doesn't seem like it has any levers or ways to open it. You give me an investigation check.
Sure.
It's featureless as well, other than the kind of ornate frame.
That's not a success.
That is not a success.
I would like to use my second wind ability to.
All right, roll that d10. That is a success. With a 21, this door needs to be opened on the other side.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, how you opened that point behind me? Over that way.
Good Boy's who last interacted? Dr. Jellybean, Good Boy's going to be staying with you because you last interacted with him. Aethel, looking into what this device is, it seems like there is like a grabby arm that kind of can get pulled into whatever this device is, as it's supposed to grab onto something.
Okay.
Give me it'd be an investigation check.
Okay.
There is a push button is very prominent, and then some weird kind of device with a 20.
Good job.
You would
20 altogether.
you would detect residue of star metal. In fact, the
On
entire
this.
the entire thing is like the big portion is made of star metal.
That's a lot of star metal.
It's a lot of star metal. But the grabber thing is not, and you would note little residue of star metal on that, as is it's supposed to grab star metal. And that device, that glowing blue, you can kind of almost like a arcane key code for imprinting, not recipes, schematics.
Sure. This is like a
This is
like
the
a replicator or like a
This-
furnace.
this is
some kind of crafting
the
bench.
solar forge.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Can it make me a weapon?
I don't know. Do you have schematics for a weapon? We do. We have the one for that gun, but
You do,
Oh yeah.
but you also need star metal.
we don't have enough star metal for that. It makes star metal weapons. And we don't really have any star metal. But is this
Oh,
like a push button?
It's a push button just to activate it.
Just the giant button
Yep,
instead of just a regular button.
yep. Because you got to be sure about this.
You gotta commit.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's meant to be
hands.
enticing.
But this seems like you can like rotate it and stuff.
Yeah,
Like it's interactable.
exactly.
Can I rotate it and see if there's anything in it?
There
Like,
is
are these all
there is
slots?
there is nothing in it at the moment. Yes, they are all slots.
Ah.
They seem like kind of like almost like slots where you can put a scroll in.
Can I take a look at the symbols on the ground?
Absolutely, it'll be a Arcana or religion check.
Let's go, Arcana.
With a 22.
That's pretty good. We've been rolling really well today.
It seems to detect kind of like the notion of the sun, solar energy, and harnessing it. That seems what it's about. Mostly just for like pinpoint locations, but also, and see with a 22, it's actually protection from solar energy. But they don't seem active at the moment.
Can I check out this double helix sort of?
It's art.
It's just art.
It's just art. It looks cool.
It does look cool.
It's
Louise,
the
how's that door
DNA of
over
the
there?
sun.
It's yeah, the DNA of the sun. Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
Love it.
Whoa.
Okay.
He'll turn around and like duck you. Quiet. As he puts like his ear up to the door to hear anything on the other side.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I navigated away. There we go. 22.
Yeah,
I see 21.
I see a 21 as well.
Oh, pretty good.
But still with a 21, you can almost hear the sound of steam hissing lightly behind it.
Can you peek through the door real quick?
You absolutely can peek through the door. Looking in there, the nice rug out in front of you goes into a larger room, the big double door. Some machinations and looks like another kind of trough like indentation into the ground in here. But it seems like there's machines actively working in here. But there is this kind of yellowish steam filling the air. Lightly. With deeper into the room.
I'll just close the door, checking out and relay back to the group what I found.
Well, what is it?
I don't know. It seems to be maybe the power supply for this place. Lots of steam.
Then
should
what
have
are
one of
these? If they're not the power supplies for this room.
That would look similar to what I saw in the other room, right?
Similar, yeah.
Turn that.
It-
That made
it
the
all looks
machine
the
look
same to me.
similar.
Yeah, usually to me too, buddy.
I would actually say, Louise, one of the devices did look like a large furnace.
Neat.
Oh, we should check that out. Whatever they were working on is probably quite valuable around here, and we have a tendency to be broke.
They're working on star metal things.
Star
It
metal
is
sounds
probably worth a lot.
right. That sounds super valuable.
And
what are these
maybe
things?
proprietary.
They look like small balls of sun.
The-
But you would also notice like some like arcane runes on them as well. That's the power supply.
Uh, so one of our smart people should go check the forge area.
I'm curious when we look down this, like or right here.
It
where
is
like,
it is a
looking at-
large shut metal gate, or
Okay, it's a gate. It's
not
closed.
gate, but more of a gate, like a big door. It's not bars like a barred gate. It's more like a large
Is it
entryway.
like a dam
Yeah.
where it would but like it looks like it goes up.
It goes in. The tracks go right into this. There's no opening with there. It closes perfectly on there, and it doesn't look like there's like it's not two doors that gate, but it's more like it probably goes up and down.
Yeah, like one big
A sluice gate. Yeah.
that opens so that liquid sunlight can come out to be used to make stuff.
Yes. Probably something like that.
Hmm.
I would think.
That makes sense. And then they send off the remnants of what they used from that into our water supplies to poison everybody.
Oh, right.
And also create the Sunny D rivers that this place is now known for.
Oh.
That's why
Am I-
everybody's got memory loss because of
Am
the
I
poison.
close?
We're getting there.
A
Okay.
simple deduction.
You're really smart. You should check out that forge.
I'm sure.
What
I
are
know
you
you-
talking about? These?
It's
These
in
two?
here.
Well, this is
Oh,
this is the forge.
So
is
this is a forge. Then
yeah.
there's like another thing in here that looks
Yep.
like a forge as well that Tobias wants us to look at. Which I'm
You
fine with.
absolutely can.
I can walk over there. Do.
Let me know when you want me to open this door.
You,
thought we
you
couldn't
can't
open it, right?
open that door. You have to open it from the other side.
Gotta open from the other side.
Oh.
You gotta break on through to the other side.
Can I see through the other side?
No, it's a door with no handles and no way to open it from
I'll
this
open this
side.
door now.
No windows.
Yeah. Opening up that
Does anybody
door.
want to be over here when I open up this door?
Yeah, I'll come. I want to
I'll
see what
come
you're
over
looking at.
there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we're all like this.
I mean, you don't have to be
Yeah,
like
piling up
against
one
the
on
door
top of
with
each
me, but,
other.
Like you
Yeah,
could
we're-
be not across this giant room.
Yeah, we're all like waiting behind.
There you go.
Good boy's just flying around following you. Yeah, opening up that door. You would see what looks to be more devices. There is a large crane attached to one of them. And kind of like yellowish steam in this place as well.
The crane is dangerous.
Is it
Probably.
gonna attack
Would
us
you
like
call
the
it-
other thing?
Did you call it crangers?
No, because that would be kind of silly and not a word. Anyway, I'm going in.
I'm gonna follow
Fair enough.
just to watch.
Oh look, it's a bunch of star metal.
You would notice crates of raw star metal in here. A couple of desks with shelves kind of above them. Papers, other kind of tools and stuff about. Looks like a large furnace. Or some sort
There's,
of...
like another power supply.
This
thing?
one is actually dipping into there. And it seems like
okay.
some sort of... It's a refinery.
Sure.
Where you
This is
refine star metal.
Probably molten star metal.
So what What direction is it going? Is it going from?
Going from this
here?
one into
Okay,
there.
So it flows to this
Right.
Okay.
engine thing.
So
Does it look like there's a way that it comes out of this engine thing? I mean, I'm not close to it yet, but like, does it have
It'll
an obvious
probably
spot where it
it'll
can
probably
dispense?
it'll probably dispense out the front.
Sure, that makes sense. Because it could also be like getting sent somewhere else, right? Like,
That is true.
we
But
live
Right,
in the
like there's these
future. It
little
could be a
tubes.
pneumatic tube.
yeah, or it could get
Yeah.
teleported.
Exactly. And yeah, there's a desk with a book over there.
There's a desk with a book over there. There's notes on several of these tables. And
Do they look like scrolls, or do they look like notes?
say these mostly look like notes. There's a couple of scrolls about.
I would like to look at the scroll-like ones.
Okay. In fact, actually, there's a stack of scrolls here. Give me an investigation check.
Yeah, totally. Those are the ones I'm interested in.
Yep.
What is everybody else doing?
Yeah. What is everyone else doing while Athel's coming in here? It is kind of smoggy. Air's heavy as you're looking in here.
I'm going over here to look at this table, and is there a chunk of something on the table?
There is a chunk of something on the table.
Yeah, it looks like another star metal piece. Or star
That-
metal thing.
Looks like a lightly glowing orangish yellow clear substance.
I'm gonna carefully touch it, see if it's hot.
No, it's cool to the touch.
Pick it up. Put it in
You
my
pick it
bag.
up.
It's quite cool.
Wow. What's the book say?
It's Jonathan Asner's erotic fanfic.
Oh.
Man. You think he's a self-cessed guy, or is he like
Give me an investigation check, Tobias.
Oh no.
like really into hamsters, maybe?
If you're higher than
God.
20, you got to ad-lib the first few lines.
And then investigation for Athel as well.
Yes. I was just waiting.
I'm gonna use again since I know that's probably not great.
It's not great.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Ooh.
Both you guys getting a 19. So Athel kind of rummaging through the scrolls here. This one.
Oh, I think to roll.
Oh, because it makes you, yeah, whenever you click it off, it makes you roll it.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes you roll, yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes way more sense.
So there are Athel in here. There's a bunch of failed designs for star metal. One's like a star metal cannon. One is a star metal slaying sword. But all of them like stamp failure, failure, failure on all of these and on the scrolls. I would say idly, there are also instructions on this desk, easily laid out, on how to utilize the refinery. Have the crane pick it up, and it will put it in it, and it'll do its thing. It's all ready to go, essentially. But you don't find any stuff. It does talk about the use of the solar energy from the star to maintain the forge. It also talks about the dangers within the refinery as well.
What kind of dangers? Like dying from
Radiation.
sunlight or
You know, typical dangers of a nuclear power plant.
classic
Classic.
solar problems.
Tobias with a 19. This would go on to discuss several. It's really boring. Like, it's just like talking about, like, it's mostly charts and numbers, but in the back opening of the book, between the back cover of the book, there you go, what I was looking for. You do see looks like a schematic of some kind for a round device. For a circlet.
Round device.
Oh, pull out the metal.
You could make some bangles.
Look at the schematic. Hey, I think we can make that machine work.
Correct. I think I have a bunch of stuff here that says how to use it. And a bunch of failed attempts to use it.
I have a successful one here.
The rock or the
anyone-
book?
Anyone
on this
interested
desk?
in why it's not currently being used for anything?
It probably killed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There's no bodies in here. It looks clean.
Yeah, I think it's the other room where all the researchers are dead.
I would say on the other table is a full set of smith tools, tinker tools, and that's it. Smith tools and tinker tools, all
That makes
usable
sense.
here.
Sure. This is all the tools, and this is the schematic desk.
That's
This is
the
Or
yeah.
this is the hanging out desk.
Yeah.
And can
This
I
is-
tell from the star metal? Is there obviously I see there's a color difference? Is it just quality, just grade of?
Yeah, it's just quality. Like the pink one would have a little more of those flecks in there. The metal star metal flecks in there. Otherwise, they're
Has
mostly
more star metal.
right. Otherwise, they're mostly kind of like empty. But that one that Tobias kind of picked up and is holding looks like
With the
it's already refined.
Refined.
As I'm starting to walk past you guys.
Is this
So
our
if
metal
we do this, and we put this here.
I guess we're gonna crank it up.
But there is
Push the
probably
button.
enough star metal in here, or star metal
Make a gun?
to make another piece of refined star metal that like Tobias is holding.
Neat.
Well, if you want to crank that bad boy up, and we can go try this, because this looks like fun.
Now, I hate to be the wet blanket, but
Don't be the wet blanket then.
don't you think Jonathan Asner might be alerted to this machine firing up? And also, again, I hate to say it, but we are on a bit of a time crunch, being that they are expecting us.
Agreed.
How long
We
could this
should-
take?
Well, again, it's not a time issue. It's a, does he have a little red flashy light in his office that says, hey, the forge is currently active?
Or that we opened a door.
Sure.
Right. They probably. I mean,
Could be.
Tobias is like just slowly walking towards the forge. You know, I understand. And keep walking towards the forge. I completely understand exactly what your concerns are here. As he just
Mhm.
keeps walking towards the forge.
What if we take the fancy refined star metal? We can put that in a bag or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can come back after we save the president. Or die trying.
But
So you're saying put a pin in it? Just put a pin in it for now.
what if we never come back?
And unfortunately, we'll just have a thing of refined star metal.
It's probably worth a lot of money. If that makes it feel any better, Tobias.
That does make me feel a little bit better.
Oh, good.
Good, you can carry it if you want.
Okay.
But you should put it in a bag.
Put it along with the schematic in my pouch. Because if you guys really don't want me to see how cool Oblate would want to see it turned on.
I believe that.
Also, we're going to need to put Good Boy somewhere. Because we shouldn't know that this thing exists.
Right.
Boy,
But I'm
you
a good
turn-
boy.
Can you turn invisible?
No?
It's worth a shot.
Maybe I can turn him invisible.
Does
little
anyone
bit.
have a bag large enough to hide Good Boy?
No,
Do I have invisibility?
but there's a
Yeah,
whole, like, multiple set of rooms he could just stay in.
That's true.
But again,
But what
it
if we can't come back for him?
Then someone else will have to take care of Good Boy.
I can help.
He can help.
I'm a
I
good
believe
boy.
he can help.
I think we should keep him around. I think he should be invisible. That's my vote. I can turn him invisible.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can turn him invisible too.
How can you
Oh.
help, good boy?
I can help. And if you try something, I'll help you.
Good boy said he's down to clown.
That's not really an answer to my question, but okay.
Good boy, do you have any special powers like magic?
I just help you feel better.
You really do.
He's an emotional support abomination against
boy.
the
And he'll go and like lick your hand. And like nuzzle.
He's good for morale.
Sure.
Everyone likes me. I'm a good boy.
I don't agree. You haven't met everyone.
So I mean, we can either turn him invisible and give him directions back to the ship, or he can come along with us.
I don't know how that's going to go with Ember.
Look, he's a good boy. She's a smart cat. They can get along.
2 winged animals.
Yeah,
One a
They both
dog,
have
one a-
wings. They have a lot in common.
I wonder if he chews on instruments.
I would never.
He's a good
Good
boy.
boy.
He's a
I
good
like him
boy.
already.
You tell
Have
me
you
not
ever
to
seen
do
an instrument, good
something.
boy?
I have. Harps? I've seen harps.
Interesting.
Good boy. Have you seen any
Horns?
small people like me?
Yes. All kinds of people.
Like my size?
Yes. I've seen all different sizes. Big, small.
Okay. Alright, so don't activate the Star Metal Forge and make this really cool item. Got it.
Correct. We should do that in the future. If we're not dead.
But you only-
Preferably.
but you know the whole thing? Like,
Supposedly the circlet gives you control of metal.
gives you control of metal?
Just any metal, anywhere.
Yep.
You just want to become
Wow.
Magneto? Wear this circlet.
Who wouldn't want that?
Doesn't want to be the master of magnetism?
Wait, are you serious? That's what it does? Unless you control...
That's what it says.
What it says.
Oh, that's what the little thing next to it said?
Yeah, and the
I
schematics
don't
should,
think-
should help you control metal around you.
That sounds amazing. And
I mean, the
does sound
Star
really
Metal
cool.
blaster controls metal too. It just shoots it.
Yeah, it launches it
Yeah.
at a super high speed. Like guns do.
so
yeah.
we can refine one more, and we could make 2 items.
Maybe. We don't know that one chunk thing correlates to an
Right.
item.
We don't know how much the recipe calls for.
It seems like the chunk is the same size as the grabber arm.
Yeah, I mean, I assume,
Yeah.
but we don't know that.
Right.
That's not how science works. We don't know things until we know them. And even then, we don't really know them.
Don't really know.
True.
Are
Would
you
he?
sure Asner would know? Is he the type of guy who would know if we activated one of his machines?
The real
I
thing,
mean,
how long do you think it makes to make a cool weapon?
1 minute.
That seems extremely unlikely.
Again, we're focused on the time, and I'm more worried about the activation. And you're asking.
I'm worried about both.
Jonathan.
right? I think
Astor,
both should be.
I'm not worried about either.
chief scientist to the president, would know if this machine was activated in you.
I feel like the chances are pretty high that he would know. I mean, he's kind of a control freak.
I would accept 50-50 as the lowest.
I like those odds.
You shouldn't. That's a coin flip.
Never
Tell you
the
what.
odds.
Tell you what. Let's leave it to a coin flip then. How about that?
Let's not. Let's leave it to a vote.
I'm always going to vote for not dying, so
I say we should see Asner first.
Okay. We'll go see Asner first.
Do the eyes have it then?
Could
think-
good boy manipulate
think
the
logic-
schematic, the star metal, and the machine, and bring us the weapon in our time of need?
Like a good boy.
Like the
Like a
good
good
boy,
boy
he
would.
is.
I don't think I can do that.
Shit.
Oh, thank God.
I can-
also
I
didn't
can-
want to be like psychic or something.
I can only help you if you're around. And yes, I can talk in your head. If you'd prefer.
I meant telekinetically psychic.
Well, I mean, I'm all for Asner first.
All right.
I mean, it
Yeah.
does sound fun, Tobias. I want to see what it does too. But I think we should err on the side of caution.
Also, do you think that every time they activate this, it hurts the solar dragon?
Oh
Mm.
no! Does it like drain its powers? Like,
Wait, I
So-
thought you wanted to kill the solar dragon. Why are you
I
upset,
don't really
Dr.
want to kill the
Jellybean?
solar dragon.
no.
We
I
want
don't
the
really
we
want
want
to.
the piles of money promised for killing the solar dragon. We don't.
I'd
actually-
like to figure out some way
You
to
got that hippie guy on the ship that seemed
lie
really into
about destroying the solar dragon.
He's somewhere around here.
He's invisible,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Oh
Thanks.
God!
He could
I
be
forgot
listening to this
about him
conversation right
again.
now.
it. Oh,
probably
God,
is.
that's terrifying.
I hope he is. Because he's kind of dumb
Awkward.
and annoying
Oh,
and lacks the ability to understand social cues.
I'm just saying,
Wow.
he just in the short time that I was with him, he was really harping on the killing the solar dragon part.
That's because he works for a terrorist
We're pretty sure.
Ah.
Pretty sure an eco-terrorist.
that's offering us a lot of money to
Or
also
waiting.
perform eco-terrorism.
Right.
Anyway, we should go talk to Asner.
Half your weight in
Yeah.
platinum.
Half our weight in platinum.
yeah, it's a lot.
You all are familiar with if a deal sounds too good to be true, right?
It probably is a good deal.
Based on all of
Something
our
like that.
previous dealings with people, I don't expect us to get paid. Mathematically, it's not in our favor.
But we keep still doing good.
We keep doing.
Good.
We are doing something, that is for sure. I don't know if it's as good. I mean, you literally want to kill the dragon, so.
Don't.
Don't want to.
Well, you don't, Ethel, but, you know, Tobias wants the money, so therefore, he wants to kill the dragon.
I kind of want both. Save the dragon and the money.
He wants the Hannah
we can-
Montana this. He wants the best of both worlds.
Maybe we can fake the dragon's death somehow.
No, I think that would go badly. I think we're gonna have to find a way to make everybody happy in this situation.
How would it go badly? We won't even be here to know. It's
How
just
would
like
they
the
know?
foot situation. We just leave with a bunch of money. Like, obviously. No. Anyway, we should leave and, I don't know, do whatever we're going to do with quote unquote good boy. If that is his real name.
Bring him
All
with
right.
us.
Good boy, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna turn you invisible.
Okay.
When we get closer to the top,
Okay. I'll wait.
and then
I
you
guess
can
we
only
don't
talk to
know
us-
how long.
Yeah, we don't know how
Yeah.
long.
Fair
I
enough.
don't know how long it's gonna take.
Well, I'll say as you guys prepare to leave R&D for now, with a hunk of star metal in hand and a good boy by
And a
your
bracelet. that we
and
should put in a bag.
well, a schematic for a bracelet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a schematic for us.
But
So we have two things we
planning
don't have
to
any-
go to your meeting with Jonathan Asner. We're going to take our little 5-10 minute break here, folks, so stick around.
And we're gonna wrap it up. That's it for today.
Yep.
Let's go home.
No, we'll see you guys in about 5-10 minutes, and
See y'all shortly.
we'll
We'll
be back.
See you soon.
Alrighty, folks. We are back in it, and last we left off, after going through the R&D area and seeing the solar forge and the solar refinery for the star metal, you actually acquired a piece and another schematic for an item made with it. But not wanting to alert authorities of your presence here in this area that is off limits, you guys started making your way with Good Boy, the winged dog, heading out into the stairwell.
Dog.
Yeah, dog. You can use quotes on that. That's fine. But you're heading out into the stairwell. Is there anything you'd like to do before you leave R&D?
Don't think
Close whatever
so.
we open.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like close the door. Like
Oh,
other
I
than
don't-
taking the couple of
I
like
don't wanna do
schematics and
anything.
things,
Don't want to do anything.
like there's not much else to do.
All right.
Close and then because like the lock's mended now, so we could just relock the room,
Absolutely.
Hmm.
which I think is what we should do.
I agree.
All right. Relocking the room, leaving everything as pretty much as you left, as you entered it, except for
Except for the body that got thrown in a different room.
and the two open containers that body spilled out of. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty much this. It's
basically
untouched.
99.9% the same.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
That room was a mess to begin with. We're fine.
it was not your fault.
The eyeball's still gone.
Eyeballs. Yeah, that's true. The lever was pulled.
Slime pulled it.
Yeah, blame it on the slime. Well, you're in the stairwell. You guys heading back up, or not back up? Heading up.
I'm gonna look up how many more flights of stairs do we have?
You're about halfway up.
Oof.
How long did it take us to get up here? 10 minutes?
Like 5-10 minutes or so. Yeah.
Oh, Blade, I'll
How
risk
long
you.
were we in
Never mind.
the rooms? The fight didn't take that long, obviously, because it's a fight.
Nah, I would say like you spent like 30 minutes there.
We like
So we're running late.
tripled the amount of time it took to get here.
How
Yep.
fast can you all run upstairs? We can make up some time right now.
No.
If we were going down the stairs,
Could just roll.
you could
Yeah. Or just fall.
I'm great at
Oh.
falling.
That's good to know. You can get to the ship first.
maybe. Anyway, let's go.
Heading up the stairs.
If it's only gonna take 10 minutes, though.
Yeah. About a
So
10 minute
dog.
10-minute climb in this. You would again hear those kind of like echoes of the streets or whatever you would imagine the streets are through other doors as you're going up, and eventually there are no doors on the other side. And you're not quite at the Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you go.
I would like to, whenever we're about to like approach near the top, I guess, is when I want to cast Disguise Self as well as Invisibility on Good Boy.
All right, what are you disguising yourself as?
Sherry Canepsy.
Okay. Alrighty. And making Good Boy invisible. Kind of like maybe like right before you
Like a minute before.
yeah, you get to
There's
the
only like 3 flights left.
well, there'd probably be like 5 flights left when you get to a hallway that says offices.
I'm gonna tell him like, okay, we're gonna play a game now where
You have a ball?
no,
Yeah.
but it's a game where you have to be real quiet, and if you're super quiet, then you're the best boy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until you disguise yourself, and then he starts barking at you because you're a stranger.
Who are you?
he can smell you.
That's true. You'll smell the same, so that'll help.
Right.
But you would see a hallway that says offices, and inside this hallway would be a couple of the guards that you've seen before. The mill militia or mill Mill Marines.
Mill Marines.
Mill Marines.
To call them the militia.
Nah.
They're malicious.
Malicious militia.
Yeah. Longer kind of hallway. Doors all throughout it. But there would be 2 posted at one door, kind of near in the center of the hallway. Dimly lit, but it is lit.
Bam.
I was
Let's
saying,
go.
quiet. Let's let one of the people that seem like they're in authority talk.
Well, I suppose that would make that Malcolm, yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'll give him some inspiration.
Okay. Giving him
Would you like me
some.
to assist since the 2 of us talked to the captain?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
They should be expecting the 2 of us at least.
I hope they're expecting 5 of us.
Ideally.
Well, 6 of us.
Right, Oblate.
But
Anyway,
Is he following us, by the way?
who?
Oblate, did he come back with us when we went back the other way?
Nope.
Oh,
just
so he's
standing in
gone.
the room.
Yeah, he's gone.
What
You
if
didn't
they
even
ask
see him on your way
about it?
back.
What if they say,
Oh,
hey,
he
where's
went
the
to
other
them.
one?
Right.
He went
I
into
don't-
the mirror. He's gone forever.
The great beyond.
He went back to Moder.
We can just say he had to use the bathroom.
When
Hopefully
nature
they-
calls.
Right.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yep.
Agreed. Let's go.
You approach the doorway with the 2 guards outside it.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
Give you a nod. Look at. Oh no! Everyone did. Tobias's. They would note that Tobias's swords aren't peace bond anymore because he did draw them.
Remember, I made the sleight of hand check so I could have them where they look like they were peacebound.
And then you
Yeah.
drew them,
We ended up using them later. 'Cause
so
he
they
changed
wouldn't.
it
They
and then
wouldn't
he
be
fought.
anymore.
We would need to re-piece bind them, which I don't know. We did not remember to do.
I think
that.
you're the only
We
person
did-
who used your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That's here.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
You
yeah.
tripped and fell.
Yeah, no.
They would look down. Weapons.
Oh. Start tying.
They'll tie it for you.
Thank you.
All right, you can enter.
I wonder if they'll consider using more chain.
Might now.
All right. Let's
Anyways,
continue.
what? Thank you, guard.
Yeah, just doing the job.
Mm-hmm.
And entering in, it's like a hallway of like just pictures of what looks like you would see pictures of it's just the president's office. Probably a picture of like this Theodore Rust Belt, a stout and kind of well dressed, got like a vest and a grayish white beard, flowing hair in the wind, with like a bowler cap on. And it'd be all pictures of this guy like doing other things.
So many pocket watches.
Doing things
All
like
of him
what?
specifically.
I don't know, you tell me what are pictures of Theodore Rust Belt doing?
He's golfing.
Yep, definitely
He's
want to be
cutting a
golfing.
ribbon at like an orphanage.
Absolutely cutting a ribbon in an orphanage.
He's got to have the one up where he's got like the captain pose on a desk.
Yep.
Mhm.
Wow.
He's shirtless riding a horse.
Yeah.
Riding a bear.
Yeah, riding a bear.
Yeah, riding a bear, maybe not shirtless, but just the vest.
Behind the desk
Wow.
at the office, like of the president's office.
Yeah.
That picture's definitely not there.
Doing the Riker. The Riker stance.
Oh, yeah.
The leg up.
Yeah, with the leg up on the chair.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
lean over
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
because he's got a bad back.
Right. But it would be filled with that, but there's nothing else in this room. There might be a statue of him as well. But I would say Aethel, you would notice subtle iconography of very similar to what you saw in Istra's office of that statue, draconic symbology. Just a little bit here and there in some of the pictures. But the hall ends at a big double door, which is kind of like half ajar. It's one of those, like, you know, you just push it open kind of thing. Leading into what looks like a waiting room. You would see behind a, like, 2 desks, like tables. Sitting at it, one would be a Milmarine and another would be a Tabaxi individual. Catfolk, who looks up at you. Looking in here, there's like one other person. Looks like some captain woman, got a tricorn hat, and another door in here as well, which Milmarine is standing at. Tabaxi will look up, furrowed brow. How can we help you today?
Well, we have an appointment with Mr. Asner.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. What is the purpose of this visit?
We would prefer to disclose that to him directly. We've already gone through it with the captain down at the docks. It's a sensitive subject, you understand, surely?
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're so good.
Yes, I understand. Sensitive. And will all of you be joining in this meeting?
Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes.
I just need to know for the notes.
Then yes.
Very well. If you'll wait here, I will let them know you are ready. Have a seat. Make yourselves comfortable.
Okay.
Look for something to read.
There's magazines and books out, for sure.
Perfect.
It's
Grab
all
one and start
precedent
reading.
propaganda.
What?
A good member listens to the Marines.
Yeah. Or solar fusion and you.
The few, the proud, the Milmarines.
Peace through solar power.
Yeah. And there's some, like, here's a little coloring book for the kids kind of thing.
Stop eating hamsters.
Yeah.
Right? The coloring book is like just giant hamsters playing in the meadows.
She'll come back, like, honestly, like a couple of moments later after going through a door behind the desks. Gives a nod. Down that hall and to your right.
Thank you.
And she points to where the Milmarine's kind of standing at. And he opens it as she points in that direction. What? Going down the hall, we would see another door at the far end. And a small hallway to the right with another door on it. They love their hallways here.
Classic.
The mill marine is watching you and just kind of gives you the nudge, like, yeah, down there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But heading on in. You guys heading in?
I'm following.
Yeah.
I'm not leading the charge here.
All right. You would see, first off, an elaborate, well, not super elaborate, but definitely stuffed with things. Plenty of shelves in here, well lit by candlelight, sconces, and even like a candelabra in here. Fancy couch, like a rocking chair. It looks like a desk set up for like alchemical station. Some kind of racks with boxes and other kind of like organized stuff on it. A large desk with looks to be a chest next to it, like a safe chest, as well as sitting behind it in a high back chair. You would see Jonathan Asner. You're not alone in here. You would also see another individual kind of working on this alchemical station. Gives you a look. And you would see another individual who some of you know as Lockheed. Kind of just standing there. This fully mechanical automaton-looking creature with kind of copper brass plating. Even some like bits of crackling of wires, fingers kind of constantly tapping. But yes, this Jonathan Asner's bald, half gnome, half human individual with a nice mustache. Doesn't curl down. You know he's a straight man. He's not a badass. He's the like the Walter White mustache. That's what it is.
Just got a cookie duster.
Yeah.
Crumb duster.
Yeah. But it doesn't do the badass curl thing that like.
Not like a snidely whiplash.
But he's kind of standing there or sitting there behind his desk. That. Hello. Representatives of Federation, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And company. As well as 1337. Good to see you. What can I do for you today?
Well, we were hoping to perhaps talk a bit more privately, as Malcolm would look around the room to the other two.
Oh, I assure you. Everything they say is, or here, goes nowhere. For recording purposes only. Now, what can I help you with?
Well, we were hoping to speak to the president regarding communication that was received that he might have an interest in finally joining the Federation.
Yes, I believe he spoke at that a good bit. Currently indisposed, though, I'm afraid.
Oh, is that so?
Yes. He's left most matters to me at the moment.
All right. Could you, for recording purposes, of course, elaborate on what you mean by being disposed?
Indisposed.
Indisposed.
Yes. He's currently observing a test at the Solar Observatory.
Oh. So we should head there if we wish to talk to him.
No. Busy. That is for private eyes only.
Well, how long will this test take? I mean, we can wait.
I'm not certain. It is, after all, a test. These things take undetermined amount of time.
What exactly are they testing? Sounds interesting.
I will speak plainly with you. Your vessel was seen flying into the harbor. I also have it on good authority that there were some people, not naming names, much like yourselves, possibly, not incriminating you, that destroyed a valuable piece of machinery and property of Asner Productions.
While this is going on, can I use my mind reading on him to non-intrusively scan and surface thoughts?
Absolutely. There are none. So what do you have to say to that?
An important piece of equipment.
Yes.
Destroyed.
You needn't play coy. I'm not.
Well, I'm just curious choice of words. There was a piece of equipment that was deactivated after we received instructions to do so.
I see.
At the place that it was being kept. And we thought that we were simply doing the system a favor.
Well, the system will be out of my hands shortly.
How so?
Well, the president oversees it. Surely he'll do whatever is right for it.
Surely. Do you mind if I inquire? Obviously, we've had amicable ties with this system for some time, but I must confess, simply being a political ambassador, and if we're being honest with each other, as you say, this is my first mission as an ambassador. What exactly is the
Clearly.
dynamic, the structure here with this system? It just seems odd to me that a president would leave a chief science officer in charge to speak to people.
Not
Seeking,
everyone. Particular people.
do you not have a vice president or no sort of council?
The president does have a council. They are with him now.
At the observatory?
Yes. Now I understand some of you may have ties with, well, not to change the subject, but some of you have ties to a specific terrorist, Istra Lesgrangi. I don't fault you. I, too, have had ties with her. But those will soon be severed, hopefully.
Forgive me, just fly on the wall. What do you mean severed?
Oh, the connection I have to her.
Oh,
And
It just seemed like you were,
Emphasizing it,
Like you
or
were,
like additional meaning.
severing.
Oh, that will take care of itself, I assure you.
Okay.
The emphasis or the severing?
Yes.
Both? Yeah.
Could
Aethel,
you
you do that too.
could you elaborate on what these ties are?
Absolutely. As matters little now. As I said, we'll be gone. No more ties. I made a deal with her years ago. Knowledge. Power. Specifically knowledge that others have. At least within the system. I wanted to know what was going on everywhere. And, well, I found out. That's where Lockheed came into play. And now I have it.
I'm gonna lean over and whisper to Malcolm. Maybe we should find out what he wants.
Notably, she is also a very dangerous woman. And as long as the solar array is working, she cannot enter.
Oh, so you're saying that whole thing it was to prevent her from getting close to you?
Give me a deception check, Dr. Jellybean. You have a distinct voice.
Definitely no one else has
I'll give you
in
advantage.
your life.
I'll give
No
you
one
advantage
saw.
on it.
Definitely no one sounds like you.
She worked closely
Right.
with him for
Ever.
a while.
It's true.
What am I doing? Deception?
Yeah, at advantage.
With advantage.
Advantage, sorry.
You good? You can just roll one more time.
And we'll take the better of the two.
Better? No, it's not better.
Yeah.
As you're saying this, tell you what, do you want it now or do you want to save it for later?
Just for later.
Okay.
It's a terrifying proposition.
Yeah, it is.
Well. Yes. I would have to be estranged from that woman, otherwise she would probably want it back. I unfortunately had to use the ruse of animal cruelty to help root her out. She escaped my clutches after I had her memory changed. She is quite dangerous.
Wait, I'm sorry. You changed her memory?
Yes.
That's
Mhm.
a thing you do often?
No, only under dire circumstances. Lockheed here and my other associate help with that.
Mhm.
So, what makes her so dangerous to you?
I can't really get into that,
He
unfortunately.
knows things that he doesn't want people to know.
I didn't want her having power over me. That's all. And the first thing, I was studying with a coworker, and together we discovered that the hamsters were intelligent, and that was just the start of it. And we discovered more. I discovered more after an accident, and well, ended up trying to do some good here, and well, she didn't like most of what I was doing.
Like the animal cruelty, or were there other things?
Oh, no, that was her idea. Her studies involved that. That's why I used it to try and a copycat to root out the original. And that's when I shut down R&D recently. It was cruel, but it also several accidents. Granted, the forge and the refinery are probably the most profitable. Discovering a specific material. But it also led to another discovery.
Please, feel free to elaborate.
Oh, no.
It was getting good there.
I'm sorry.
Well, surely you understand all members of the Federation bring a certain something to help benefit the other members. If you've made a discovery that could be beneficial to the other members of the Federation, that might look better on the application. It's something I could certainly report back to my superiors.
I am not worried about this application or your Federation. To be
Well, that's
honest,
hurtful.
I'm not really concerned about the future of the Dursus River or the mill. Moving on.
What are you concerned about?
I feel someone in your position should be concerned about the Dursus River, no?
Pretty important to the system, is it not?
The President should oversee that. Hopefully.
But as a CFO, you have to have some stake in this place.
Yes. And my stake is not going to be around much longer.
What does that mean?
It means he's leaving.
Yes. Of course,
Bigger
someone from...
and better thing?
I made a discovery,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to continue
Other
that.
thing.
Go into the private sector,
Yes.
He is the private
like
sector.
most government officials.
Well, I was private sector, and then I turned government, and didn't like all that. Hopefully some good was done. I think so.
Except for the mill probably destroying itself. From solar
So-
radiation.
Dick Cheney, I mean Jonathan Asner.
That will be up to the president how to handle the fallout.
I must ask, if you have no allegiances to the system and really no concern for its future, why even agree to take this meeting?
I wanted to see for myself who it was. I've seen your ship before. Your vessel. Not until recently, though. Hearing about a manta ray-like ship flying in. And then I checked in with 1337 and, well, didn't have much going on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, experimentation is complete. On to the next, right?
Why did you manipulate Dalfarius' memory?
There were certain things, laws needed to get passed, so we could manipulate the sun.
You know, that does not sound like a dire circumstance if you ask me.
There is the problem with the exchange I had with, well, Istra.
You didn't agree?
There's always more.
Or did she more than agree?
Well, we both agreed. But I haven't held up my end of the bargain. I don't think she would be happy if she remembered that. But I always want
And
more now. So-
Lockheed here renders these services to you simply out of goodwill.
Well, I know everything Lockheed does.
Mm-hmm.
And I know everything that his superiors tell him. Therefore, I have control. Because he's in the system.
Which system?
The Dursus River system, or the mill. I think they're going to end up calling it the Dursus River. If it remains stable.
Make it go unstable.
If the solar array does not function.
But I'm sure you have safety backups and things like that, right?
Of course I put them in.
Oh, well then it should be fine.
Yes, it should be.
Insight that.
Yeah, you can give me an insight check.
$19.
Yeah, it probably won't be.
Yeah, that
It'll
sounds
be
all kinds of bad.
horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, what could possibly go wrong? You have backups in place.
The dragon could vanish. He
Oh.
could break and he's no longer here.
The dragon. The president was all concerned about the dragon as well.
Did you change his mind about that too?
Oh no, he is still concerned. That's why he's at the array right now. The observatory, I should say.
The array is at the observatory.
And did he choose to
Yes.
go to the observatory?
Not at first, no.
And I am sure that this array is working in perfectly stable condition right now.
Should be.
I imagine right now it does, because he's still here.
Right.
So when do you plan to leave?
We'll kind of smile at that. I don't have to tell you everything. I don't have to tell you anything. I'm trying to provide a courtesy as one professional to another.
That's why I still smile at that.
Are we in the same
understand.
business?
He looks to Dr. Jellybean as he says that.
Right.
She's just stone cold. Stone cold. The only thoughts in her head are, I'm Sherry Canepsy. That is my name.
Well,
As one knows, they think about their own name all the time.
Right, that's all I'm saying.
Traditional
Yeah.
thing.
Start reading somebody's mind. I am Sherry Canipsy. I am Sherry Canipsy.
Ah, shit, checks out.
yep.
Makes sense to me.
Who's Sherry
Yeah.
Canepsy?
I didn't ask, but I assume it's them.
Right.
We should. There should be diplomatic quarters.
Who fills your position once you leave?
I don't know. But the profits will still be mine.
That's all that matters, isn't it?
Yes.
To him.
I mean, for you.
I can't help it.
You can't help it.
No.
And why is that?
As I said, the deal I made with Istra has certain drawbacks.
Istra isn't who she says she is.
Oh, she very much is. And more. She's a horrible witch, if you ask me. But made a deal. Worked out okay for me.
What did you owe her?
Less of what I owed her. As she has it.
And what did you give her?
My heart.
Literally or metaphorically?
Yes.
Wait, are you in love with her, or does she have your actual heart?
Literally.
How are you still alive?
He's Iron Man, but evil. He's got a star metal heart.
I have found my ways around that.
Do you mind sharing with the classroom? Usually when somebody removes their heart, it resolves in a case of the dead.
Maybe it has to do with that other heart we saw.
There are many.
Many hearts?
Yes. Just make replicas.
Oh, do you have to switch them out? Like the batteries run out?
Oh, I have nothing here, I assure you.
You do seem very heartless, metaphorically speaking.
I have to be honest, I'm a bit perplexed with why you're sharing all of this information with us.
As he can change our mind.
You could make us forget all of this.
Mostly to
Yes,
see what...
I know that. And I look back at him. Is that the plan?
Why would I do that? I'm having a conversation here.
Well, typically in my experience, one only expresses these thoughts so freely when the party that they're talking to is not going to be at liberty to tell anyone else.
Oh, I
Or
assure
wouldn't
you.
care.
Yes, I don't think you'll make it out of here alive or remembering if you do.
There we go. That's,
Yeah. That's...
Well, at
Just
least
wanted
we're
to get-
speaking plainly
yeah,
now.
just wanted to get back to the
That
speaking
makes
plainly
sense.
part.
Right.
And I kind of
Feel-
enjoyed the veiled innuendos. They're like puzzles.
Yes, I also enjoy them sometimes. Puzzles are much larger these days. A little more complex.
Do you feel bad at all? You have any guilt? Feel bad about what you've done to people?
It's a boon and a curse.
No, because he's heartless.
I would like to stealthily try to unbind my weapons.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
We'd all really like for you to do that too. So if you
Yeah.
could do that, it would be great.
What are the next steps? How does this go down? Do you throw the desk over and assault us?
No.
I'm using lucky on this. Give myself advantage. I do not want this.
Okay.
Fair, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, buddy.
Well, I jest. You do
I
not
am-
look like the person to get their hands dirty.
Yeah, okay.
Of course. Yeah, you unbind your weapons sneakily. Give me a deception check as well, Tobias.
Okay.
Also have one last question before we do
Hold on.
whatever it is that's going to happen here. How much longer until the solar dragon dies?
I might give myself a reaction.
Shouldn't. Perfectly healthy. No.
Do I believe that?
Give me an insight check.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend my second wind as well.
Okay. Yeah, you believe what he says. Okay, Tobias. I do have one question for you all, though. What is your stake? Aside from Ellie Green's revenge.
Oh, I just want to save the president, mister.
Okay.
I just want to get everyone that wants to join the Federation a seat at the table.
Sure.
I'm here to help a friend.
What a lovely sentiment.
Oh, come on, these are the stories of fame and fortune. Just being a part of this, I'd like to see where it goes.
Intriguing. Well, I do appreciate the lovely conversation. And I'd like to say I'll see you soon, or again. But
You don't want to. That's a lie.
Oh, don't worry, Asner. You don't have to say it. We'll
I
say
won't.
it. We'll see you very soon.
Sure. As his image just kind of fades away.
Because he's not here. He was never here. He's at the array.
The person standing at the desk nearby immediately turns to Tobias. Gives you a look as you see his eyes twinkle. I need a wisdom saving throw.
That seems fair.
That's not ideal.
I'm gonna use halfling luck.
Okay.
Yep, because you rolled one.
The DC was 20 for the deception.
Oof, you were so close.
With a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Tobias, you have been dominated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
hot.
no.
oh no.
That's really bad for you.
Oh,
And
no.
Lockheed just kind of says, well, that's time. And gets his fingers out as you see a bunch of keys, like blades as for his fingers. And looks like he's about to jump on you. As he does. That's gonna be it. That's where we're gonna end tonight. With a scuffle in the office. Well, probably more than a scuffle, with Tobias being dominated here.
Yeah, sorry guys ahead of time for.
Don't
But-
apologize. It's
Whatever
2024. We don't yuck anybody's yum.
Yeah.
Totally fine, dude.
That's not true. I yuck yums all the time. I'm like, that sounds disgusting.
Probably one
You
of the
keep
worst
doing
people
that?
to get dominated out of our group, but that's cool. It's cool.
Yep.
It's
Cool.
What if we just fix it by killing this guy? He can't give him orders if he's dead.
True.
Do that.
Out of curiosity, because we didn't get the character art for that individual. Is that a humanoid individual?
He's a
Totally
he's a human
unrelated.
dude. Yeah, he's a human dude.
Yeah, Lockheed. We should have an old Lockheed heart somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured Lockheed was like a robot.
Yeah.
He's robot, and the other
We
the
have
other
art of
guys.
him somewhere else too.
I don't know if you do have art of him.
Oh, look how fucking.
Maybe we
emo
don't. Maybe
he
we
is.
just talked about him. but we didn't like. We just
Yeah.
got described what he looked like.
That
It
Chris
wasn't a
Angel?
phase, Mom.
He
It does
got
look-
mind
it does-
freaked.
it
He
does
got
look-
mind freaked right now.
It does look
Right.
like Chris Angel. And for the tokening question, I'll bring the viewers at home into that real quick so you can see the token they're talking about. Chris Angel Mind Freak.
Mhm.
He's
And then-
headed to the Black Parade.
And then this is Lockheed.
Yeah, he's
Oh, as I
he's
exited out. He's
stuck in your
he's
mind right
he's
now.
a robot. Who's got like a lock for a keyhole for a mouth.
Mhm.
But
Beep. Oh, okay. His head
Yep.
is tilted.
yep.
Yeah, he's turned away from us.
But
Like he's looking.
that is
Oh.
that is where we're gonna end tonight, folks. So stick around next week as we find out what happens here next time. So thanks for watching,
Thank you guys.
and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Twitch.
Night or night.
See you later. Good night.
Good night.